Oh man, we live, baby. We live. We lit, baby. We lit. Family tree. Let me know if you're live up in the building with me simply by hitting the like button. Let me just lower the desk. I think the desk is too high. Cool. Let's lower it down a little piece. Ooh, wait. Yeah, family. What's good? Family, I want to go Speaker's Corner tomorrow. Like, I'm kind of excited to go Speaker's Corner tomorrow. I don't think I might go Speaker's Corner tomorrow, depending on what the turnout and what the weather is going to be like. But if we don't go Speaker's Corner tomorrow, I definitely want to do these shows. I think you guys like and enjoy the debate shows and discussion shows where everybody jumps onto the panel and go and has a good, like, goes at it with each other. What's going on? Top looking kind of different. All right, cool. So I want to do something like that. I think I found, yeah, Muhammad was a Christian. There you go. Muhammad was a Christian. Prove me wrong. Let's get back to them old school ways of doing, Christians related conversations and Muslim related debate conversations as well. So I love all of that. I love all of that. Recently, I kind of just tuned into TikTok. A few people been saying, yeah, TikTok's where it's at. And I'm like, all right, cool. I see it. So let's kind of do that over here on this channel. And of course, when I'm free, I definitely want to do and give this back to you guys. So if there's something that you're actually interested in, just literally let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it. And of course, I know sometimes that you guys are not actually, motivated to well, you know what? You guys are motivated to come on, yeah? But the wickedest thing is you guys usually come on after the show is finished. You're in the StreamYard link and we're going, for another hour or so. And it's like, like we have the good stuff, but it's all off air. Like, come on, get on and let's have these conversations on air as well. What's good? On Code Barbers up in the On Code Barbers up in the building. Jim Black there as well. So of course, I'm gonna just come up with something controversial. I think tomorrow this is definitely a conversation that I want to just bring up because I think it's very provocative, baby. It's very provocative. So you guys already know I do discuss, various different types of Muhammad that was in the Arabian Peninsula, i.e. the proper Christian Prophet Muhammad that was in the Arabian Peninsula, that's well attested, well known, right? And then you have the second Muhammad, which I like to call now like the metastasized Muhammad, which is the Islamic Muhammad that everybody is familiar with, right? We know about those two different Muhammads, but today and tomorrow, actually, tomorrow really is where the debate is going to be. I'm going to bring up some information to show you even the Muhammad of the Islamic traditions. If you go into it a little bit further, you will figure out that he was actually a Christian also. So we're going to get into that. It's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound mad, right? And I know both my Muslims and my Christians. Muslims will be like, astaghfirullah. Christians will be like laughing out hilariously, like, what the hell are you talking about? But as you already know, Prima Scriptura says Muhammad was a kafir. So yeah, but as you already know, I like bringing out very controversial topics, things that are obscure and hidden, like that nobody really talks about and knows. And the only reason I do that is because I'm bored in life, yeah, in the sense that I read too much, so I have a different perspective on things, and I realize, oh no, there's this other tradition that nobody's really talking about, so let's actually bring it up. So this is one of the traditions that I'm going to be talking about right now, and I invite, if you guys want to, I will invite you today, but really and truly it's for tomorrow. I invite you guys so you guys can read up and kind of learn and be like, okay, cool, I'm coming with something for you tomorrow, Cal. All right. This is it. Nope, sorry, not this is it. This is it over here. So hopefully it should be popping up right now. And I'm going to show you with inside of Islamic literature, scholars saying that Muhammad was a Christian. Dun, dun, dun. Bow. Well, hold on. No. Nope. That's the best I can do for sound effects. Cool. It says here, the scholars. All right, this is Ibn Kathir's The Life of the Prophet Muhammad, page 283, going on to page 284. You know what Callum does over on Titans TV is always source up, or shut up. That's Sarnet TV, actually. But anyways, the scholars differ over the devotion to prayer of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi salam before his mission, whether he was following some religion and what that was. Some say that it was the religion of Noah. Boom, boom, boom. Others suggest that of Abraham, it being the most similar as well as the most powerful. Dum, dum, dum. Others say that of Moses, yet others that of Jesus. So again, right, I'm not even going to be saying that I am the, I come up with this. I'm just simply relating to you what the sources are saying. Okay, some scholars are saying that he followed the religion of Jesus. Others say that all that is established is that he did have a religion and that he did follow and observe it. Okay, so now what I'm going to say to you is this, right? The scholars are adamant that Muhammad had a religion, he followed it, and he observed it. Cool? So I want my Muslims to come on and tell me, what religion was he following before he became the apostle and prophet of Islam? What was that religion that he was following? Your scholars are giving a few. The first two, I'm just going to scratch off Noah and Abraham. There ain't no such religions as Noah and Abraham that can be attested to in the Arabian Peninsula, but you definitely can find Judaism and Christianity. And I'm simply putting forward, and I'm going to be putting forward that he was following Christianity. He was a Christian. Okay. So I want you guys, even my Jewish brothers, could be like, oh no, he was actually a Jew, he was a Jew still. Others could say, no, he was a pagan polytheist, pedantic polyhole. Yeah, whatever you want to say. Yeah, let me know, and I want you lot to come with your best argumentations as well. I don't mind, being wrong. Okay, I'm here to stimulate thought. So whichever, I don't really care. What do you think he was then? Okay, so let me quickly look at the comment section. Any of you guys, talk to me, man. Talk to me. Yeah. And Ibn Kathir carries on page 284 and says, for the interpretation of these statements and the circumstances in which they were made, one should look elsewhere in the works on the origins of Islamic jurisprudence, but God knows best. Okay, so what are your thoughts? Tell me in the comment section. And this is speaking specifically before he, where is it saying? Before his mission. So what religion was Muhammad? I'm only speaking specifically, what religion was he before his mission? Sorry. What was his religion? Let me know. He's pagan who puts everything on the plate. I don't know, man. I don't know. If he was a pagan, let us define what type of pagan was he. So, for example, what deity was he following for him to be a pagan? What type of pagan? Was he a Greek? What's it called? Hellenistic. So you're Hellenistic. So was he following Greek paganism? Was he following Egyptian, for example, paganism? Was he following Arab paganism? And what is that exactly? Was he following Indian paganism? What type of paganism? If he's let's narrow it down. I'm saying the scholars have only narrowed it down to 4. Okay. Noah, Abraham's religion, Moses' religion, and Jesus' religion. And I'm saying from a historical perspective, the only religions that are testified according in this list here is Judaism and Christianity in the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, those are the only 2 religions that's mentioned here. There are other religions, i.e., pagan-related religions that definitely are in the Arabian Peninsula as well. But which one? The scholars only say these 4. Historically, only 2 we can verify. So which one was he? Please, okay, let us know in the comment section. And then if you guys want to actually come on and discuss it today, which really and truly I wanted to do this for tomorrow. If you guys would like to come on and discuss it today, let me know in the comment sections. Yeah, send me the link. Yeah, akhi, yeah, miskin, send me the link. Okay. Muhammad is Jesus, says Kwesi Anim. Who were the sources that claimed he was following these religions? Yeah, see, as Ibn Kathir says, you'll have to go into Islamic jurisprudence works to hear those argumentations. For me, I'm not going to do that personally. Like no, don't ask me. Don't ask me to do the homework. Your homework for you. I'm going to bring you a source and we can discuss. Ibn Kathir. So this is Ibn Kathir in his biography of the Prophet. This is called The Life of Prophet Muhammad. So Ibn Kathir. And this is volume 1 on page 283 to 284. Okay. I could bring up the book, but is there any need? I don't know. If you want me to bring up the book, I can, but is there any need for that? I don't want to do unnecessary work. So, yeah. Okay, so Solomonic TV says the link would be nice. Before, I don't mind. I will. Solomonic TV, like you're number one, okay? So you're number one. I want to see if there's any other individuals that want the link. And then I want you to, lay out some comments in the comment section, lay out some argumentations in the comment section, and then let me know so I know what type of conversation we will have. Okay? But I definitely will send you the link. Okay, so we are with this right now. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm saying that he was a Christian. Okay, Cal, how do you substantiate that in terms of pre-Islam? Okay, then I'll have to go to the Sirah Maghazi literature. I could just go straight to history, but let's go to the Sirah Maghazi literature and then let's see if we could figure out some stuff, okay? So bear with me. Let's see, where can we go? Do I have any PDFs to share on screen? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Do you know what? And where are we? Okay, here we go. Right here. There we go. I was going through something actually. Yeah. I found a draft. Like I had to search hard to find a draft of this book that I wrote over 10 years ago. Like it's a booklet, but this isn't even the complete version. It's got 42 pages, but I'm sure it was 90 pages. But that was like the early draft. I think I sent out to a few people and I was like, oh, look at that. East African origins of Islam. What do I do here? Got the contents, the aims, research questions, methodology, sources. Who is Muhammad? Muhammad, the Ethiopian prophet. Africa, Ethiop's description of Ethiopians in antiquity. What is Muhammad's nationality? Nationality criteria. Just Solia, right of the soil. Okay, cool. I was getting in. I was doing some stuff, Okay, cool. I'm not even going to show you guys it though, yeah. But okay, let me go into where did I want to go to? I wanted to go to Ibn Ishaq. That's like the earliest, right? Cool. What page would it be on? That's a good question. Let's try to do this. Hey, imagine. I think this is the page that I wanted to go to as well. Cool. So yeah, in terms of literature, I wanted to just go to the Sirah Maghazi literature. And I found it very interesting that in terms of figuring out what he was, we'll have to go to the cult center of where he supposedly lived. So, for example, he lived supposedly in Mecca, and the cult center was the Kaaba, where the people used to worship. And I found it very interesting reading. 1 second. I'm going to get to that point in a little while. But yeah, this was an interesting thing, I think. Yeah, this is it here. So this is when they were building the rebuilding or building the Kaaba, yeah? And then read this here. It says here, Layth ibn Abu Sulaim alleged that they found a stone in the Kaaba 40 years before the Prophet's mission. If what they say is true, containing the inscription, he that soweth good shall reap joy. He that soweth evil shall reap sorrow. Can you do evil and be rewarded with good? Nay, as grapes cannot be gathered from thorns. Okay, so when Muhammad was born, supposedly, there was inside of the Kaaba I would assume this is like a foundation stone, and it has this inscription on it. Interesting. Question. Does anybody know where these lines are found anywhere? Answer. On page 86 of Ibn Isak's Sirah Rasulullah, we go into the footnotes. As you can see, there's a number 1 there. I don't know if this is coming up large on your screen, but there's a number 1 there. So we just go into the footnotes. I will need to bring this up, don't I? Okay. Can I bring it up any further? No, I can't. Further up, please. It's not letting me go any further up. I know what I will do. Let's just simply go here onto the PDF, and then let's just bring this up. There you go. And it says, okay, there you go. It says here, I don't know if you could read it. Let me just blow it up a bit. Oh, I can't even blow it up. Okay, cool. It says here, I don't know if, let me know if you guys can read it. I'm going to check the comment section in a minute. It says here, a strange place in which to find a quotation from the Gospel of Matthew 7:16. Gospel of Matthew 7:16 has exactly those lines on in Matthew 7:16. It has those same words. So you're telling me, hold on. So you're telling me, yeah, you're telling me that the foundation stone of the Kaaba has the gospel written on it. 40 years before Muhammad established his mission. So was the Kaaba a Christian structure? Was the Kaaba a church? Is that the cult center that Muhammad belonged to? I'm gonna leave that open for you guys to like talk to me. What do you think? You know, I said I'm here to bring you guys some interesting information. Let's get back to here, and then let's go here. Cool. Yeah. So let me know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that? I'll give you some more stuff in a little while, but I'm going to now propose. So this is kind of an addition. Okay. So I'm saying that yes, Muhammad followed the religion of Jesus because the cult center of Mecca was a cult center of Christianity, i.e. Mecca's Kaaba was actually a church, which can be found, what's it called? Christian gospel specific. Gospel of Matthew is found on its foundational stone. A Jewish temple, synagogue, mosque, or masjid in the Ethiopian language is not going to have the Gospel of Matthew, so we can eliminate him being a Jew. But we find specifically a Christian literature, the Gospel of Matthew. I like to think that maybe. Let's quickly see what you guys are saying. Oh man, okay, you lot are getting active in the comment section. Yes. Okay, let's see. The link would be 9. Okay, cool. Where were the things hanging before that? Okay. No such thing as pre-Islam. Islam is peacefulness, is a way of life. Joe Samuel says, this is so interesting, but I can't find much information on it. Abraham was not a Christian and Muhammad was not. No one is Christian when idea of Christianity was not established in Islam. Okay, let's quickly see. Oh man, says Sam Khan. Podcast says, it is amazing, Kalam. You should write a book. I will buy it. I love that. You should write an extensive book on Ethiopian Muhammad. I know. If you look, I've got a publisher, by the way. One of my friends, he does publishing of books, yeah. If you guys, yeah, would fund that project, I'll happily do it. But I'm not doing it. Sorry, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to do it out of my own pocket. I'll be real with you. So, but if you would like to do it, you know what we should do? We should do this, right? Those who are funding it, they receive it's like an investment. You receive the proceeds of every book sold. That's what we should do. We should raise money in a fund. Everybody has a share in it. All the books that are sold, you lot get the money for it. I don't even want the money for it. You lot can get the money for it. Publish it. I'll publish it through my guy. Yeah. And then we can sell it. And then, yeah, all the proceeds goes to those people who invested in the fund for it to be created. Why not? Why not? It's a nice way to make money. And my followers to make money as well, because if they sell it, they make money. There you go. Oh, that would be sick. Anyways, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm an entrepreneur, business-minded. Okay, cool. Let's quickly read. Aladdin says, another silly joke made by you out of ignorance. I wonder why you never have the guts to speak about Christianity. You know what? I've done so many shows on Christianity, but I like Islam. As I said, because I've written something on Islam before. So I'm like, I like this subject. This is my speciality. No such thing as religion, not Christianity. Okay, cool. So for those of you guys who are just trickling in, okay, and I'm saying that Muhammad was a Christian, prove me wrong, okay? And I'm not saying it because I like to make shit up, okay? I'm simply saying what the scholars said in history. I brought up a quotation right now from Ibn Kathir, from the Life of Prophet Muhammad on page 283, volume 1. And they're discussing, and he was, laying out, the scholars differ over the devotion to prayer of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam before his mission, whether he was following some religion and what that was. Some say that it was the religion of Noah, others suggest that of Abraham, it being the most similar as well as the most powerful. Others say that of Moses, yet others that of Jesus. Others say that all that is established is that he did have a religion and that he followed and observed it. So, okay, first of all, I am not making this up. Okay, Ibn Kathir quotes what the scholars are saying, that they believe, Muslim scholars believed that before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was on his mission, that he was a Christian. He was a follower of Jesus. Okay. Not Kalam saying this. No. I'm just the messenger, just bringing it to your awareness, okay? So if anybody wants to call me a liar, then call your scholars, Ibn Kathir, and the rest of them liars. Say astaghfirullah to them, okay? If you have an issue with this, okay? Cool. Let's get back into the show. All you said is it all about money for you. Lying about Islam is good business online. See, this is why people have selective hearing. I said, I will not fund me publishing a book. I said, my followers can fund the publishing the book. You lot could put it in an investment fund. And you guys, not me, you guys can receive the proceeds of every book sold. I do not want any money for it. So now, there you go. You see what, when people just want to just talk rubbish, you could rewind the video and hear exactly what I said, but you want to just, But anyways, let me not waste no more time with Aladdin, because it's not important. He's not important like that. He just wants to disrupt the show. Okay, DL says, these are the facts. Catholicism was the Roman state religion from Syria to Iraq, was all heavily Catholic before the Quran, which the Romans, Catholics, Jews wrote. Yeah. Harvard University's Faculty of Law has a verse from the Quran put there in 1800s. Therefore, America was Muslim, Mecca was Bilal and Kaaba, and the hub for all lines of wisdom. Okay. So you say. You have to provide your evidence if you are truthful. Okay. Let's go. So, last one. Let me just here we go. Aladdin is says, I challenge you now to give me Islamic sources link. If Ibn Kathir saying Muhammad was Christian, and I will join you to bro, like, what am I showing you on the screen right now? I am showing you a direct quote from Ibn Kathir, volume 1, page 283 to 284. I have cited the source several times. Do you want me to actually? No, you know what? I'll do one better for you. Let's just do one better for you. Just for Aladdin. As I said, you're here to disrupt. You're literally here to disrupt. Cool. So I've just done that. Let's go to... I know be gentleman at all. Where are we? Yeah, let's see. I've got so many things open. Where are we? What's this one? No, this is not it. Al-Sirah. There you go. So this is the book, page 283 to 284. Let's just quickly go to the front page. Okay, this is it here. The Life of the Prophet Muhammad, Volume 1, Al-Sirah Al-Nabawiyya, Ibn Kathir, translated by Professor Trevor Lee, blah, blah, blah. There you go. There you go, okay? And then all you have to do is go to this page here, page 283 to 284. I don't know, what more do you want me to do? What more do you want me to do? Yeah, what more? What more? Anyways, as I said, you're here to just cause a distraction and disrupt the show, clearly. Let's go back to, where are we? There we go. Cool. Okay, so cool. So my thing is, yeah. Muhammad was a Christian before his mission. I said that the cult center of supposedly Mecca, where they're from, how true that is, that's a story for another day, was actually a church. And I will bring up some more information to show you why I do hold that the Kaaba was a church. Okay? So we know that the foundation stone has Christian literature. Let's see what else it has that points to the direction of it being Christian. Okay? We go back over here. And where are we? Ibn Ishaq. Cool. So let's see who actually built or rebuilt the Kaaba. Okay? Let's see this. Ibn Ishaq. Yet again. Okay? Page 84. The rebuilding of the Kaaba. Oh, no, sorry. You lot can't see my screen. Give me a second. Apologies. Let's bring up screen sharing PDF as... Let's bring it up more. Boom. 1 second. Cool, so I can switch between these two scenes easier. Then because I'm reading on the right-hand side, let me... put it there. Cool. Yeah. That should work. Give me a second, because now I need to get to the PDF. Okay, cool. Okay, the rebuilding of the Kaaba when the apostle acted as umpire. Quraysh decided to rebuild the Kaaba when the apostle was 35 years of age. Okay, they was planning on building it, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Let's get to the really good bit. Okay. Now a ship belonging to a Greek merchant had been cast ashore at Jeddah and became a total wreck. They took its timber, got them ready to roof the Kaaba. It happened that in Mecca there was a Copt who was a carpenter. So eventually they needed, so everything that they needed was ready to hand. Okay, so you have a Christian Copt, okay, according to Ibn Ishaq, that was the person responsible for rebuilding the Kaaba. A Christian Copt. A Copt is a Christian, Egyptian Christian, if you don't know what a Copt is. Now, let's go to Tabari, because I think Tabari has some further information that proves itself useful. Tabari, this is it should be volume 6, page 58 right now. And nope, I'm going back. Sorry, apologies. I am going back to page 56 and possibly page 57. Okay, cool. We've read this. I think this is the account from Ibn Ishaq. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Where is it? There should be extra information. Sorry, there is extra information I really wanted to get across to you guys, but I can't see it here. Okay, cool. No, here we go. Okay, we have a companion who is a craftsman. Dealt with snake for us. Stone from it. Leaped. Stone. Blah blah blah. Pickaxe. Cool. And they said this. Demolish. Blah blah blah. Cleanse. Stones. Blah. Okay. Cool. There should be a bit somewhere where it was the Byzantine emperor who's sent off the stuff. Okay. I wanted to show you some extra information, but I guess it's not here for some reason. Or maybe I'm not looking. Or maybe I'm not looking enough. Hold on. 1 second. Come on. Come on. Page 46. Nope. Sorry. Apologies. Okay. Let me not even waste too much time. I wanted to find some extra information that basically it was a I wanted to get some extra information to basically show you that it was a Christian Copt that by the name of Bakum. That's it. All I have to do is just type in Bakum. What am I doing? Bakum. Nope. Are you not in here? Okay. Let's see. Maybe they've spelt it differently. Bakum. Nope, can't find it. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to Ibn Ishaq. Let's see if we can go back to Ibn Ishaq then. That's interesting. I really thought it was in there. 1 second, family. Anyways, for those of you lot who do actually know the story, you will know that the person's name is called Bakum, who was responsible for actually rebuilding the Kaaba. And it was material that was sent by the Byzantine Empire, the Byzantine Caesar, Byzantine ruler, to the Abyssinian king to rebuild the churches that the Persians had burnt down, and it had materials of marble and stuff and all these different materials, right? He was sent out to basically with the actual Copt as well. He was sent out to rebuild the Kaaba. To build the churches, the Abyssinian churches. But supposedly, the materials are now being used to build the Kaaba. Now, my question to everybody is, you're telling me that materials that was designated for Abyssinian church is now being used to build the Kaaba, one, and it was a Christian Copt who was sent off by the Byzantine emperor to rebuild the Ethiopian church, now decides to use that same material to rebuild the Kaaba. But supposedly, because the standard Islamic narrative is these people were polytheists or pagans. I don't know any Christian, Coptic Christian in their right mind that would go against the emperor's wishes the emperor's wishes, the emperor of Christianity's wishes to now build a pagan polytheistic temple. It makes more sense if he was rebuilding an Abyssinian church for what the materials were designed for. So, as again, I'm putting forward the narrative that the Kaaba was built by, or rebuilt, if you want to be pedantic with it, was rebuilt by a Egyptian Christian with materials sent by the Byzantine emperor for the purposes of rebuilding an Abyssinian church that the Persians had burnt down. And you're telling me that this people were not Christians. You're telling me that this Kaaba, this church that was being rebuilt, these people are not Christians? You gotta let me know. To me, it sounds like these people were Christians. But let me know, family. And if the Kaaba, the cult center of Mecca, was a church that we know that there was a picture of Jesus and Mary inside of it, it stands to reason that Muhammad could possibly have been a Christian, just like Ibn Kathir says, as other scholars say. That is what I say. Let's quickly go and read some of your comments. It's more likely that this Coptic carpenter never existed, or that he wasn't a Christian, than to claim that Arabia wasn't polytheist. For what people don't know, the Ethiopians had conquered Arabia 300 years prior, and they were constantly going to war with the pagans and the Jews, and establishing and spreading Christianity throughout the whole of Mecca. Sorry, not the whole of Mecca. What am I talking about? The whole of Arabia. And if you want, you can go and check up the Professor Ahmed Jalad. And Professor Ahmed Jalad, he goes heavily into the inscriptions of Arabia, pre-Islamic Arabia, and Islamic Arabia. And you will find out that these people were what he classifies as monotheistic, or quite clearly, the inscriptions are either, monotheistic because it clearly says El Ilah, or the God, basically. And then it goes into, clearly it has crosses on them and so forth. All these inscriptions, like tons of inscriptions, are Christian. So we know that Arabia was conquered by Ethiopians who had converted to Christianity officially back in the 4th century or 3rd century. I can't remember the exact date, but 300s basically. Let's say 300s. Yep, they conquered and they had spread Christianity quite successively. So yeah, no, it all adds up. Historically, we do know that churches were burnt by the allies of the Persians, and we find out in books like Precippius and so forth that the Byzantine emperor as well as Abraha, was definitely rebuilding churches in Arabia and was establishing Christianity in Arabia as well. So yeah, we know that to be the fact. Okay, so it seems very, 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 very likely indeed. Let's quickly read. Never heard an Ethiopian claim that Aksum conquered Mecca. Yeah. Well, I say Abyssinia. Well, Aksum, actually, no, yeah, you could say Aksum as well. Actually, both Aksum and Abyssinia did conquer Mecca. Sorry, Mecca? Yeah, 100%. Ask Muslims. They'll tell you in their history. What is the year of the elephant? The year of the elephant is when the Ethiopians marched throughout Arabia, from Yemen all the way up, Al-Taif, all the way up, Mecca, etc., and conquered them. And the people were absolutely in fear. They couldn't do nothing. They were like, we give up. What can we do? You are a mighty force, which the Ethiopians definitely were. So everybody knows this. Well. Everybody that knows history knows this, should I say. Okay, cool. Rome still owns the world with Britain, Gog and Magog. You have to follow the trail back to the Greek Serape. Axum only controlled Yemen and parts of Arabia. That's in the 6th century, not Mecca, though. Oh, okay. Rome has a variety of slaves with different beliefs. Okay, cool. So, all right, that would be my argument. That would be my. Should I stop my argument there, or do we need to give more? I'll give one more proof, because this is, I'm only going back to the religion. What religion was he following before the mission? Okay, before the mission. So now we know that if I'm right, we know that the cult center of Mecca was a church that had Christianity in there. We definitely do know that as well. We could even, Muslims could even argue and say it was synchronistic, meaning that there were other religions being practiced alongside it. You could say that, but they definitely do know that Christianity was in Mecca. We know that Muhammad used to listen to Jabir and somebody else, can't remember the other guy's name, Jabir and Yasser, who were Ethiopian Christians, and he used to frequent their booths quite frequently and listen to them read from their Ethiopian Bible. We know that through the Syrian literature. We know that when Muhammad had his visitation or vision and he didn't know what was going on, the point of authority that he went to was to the most learned Christian in that region at the time, Waraka ibn Naful. Okay, he went to a Christian for the Christian to tell him he saw the nomos, i.e., the medium of revelation, i.e., the pre-incarnated Jesus. So we know that Muhammad was subservient to the authority of a Christian to confirm that he was an apostle. To me, the evidence is pointing to the fact that, Muhammad was a Christian, okay? But I want to be proven wrong. And do you know how I get to be proven wrong? By you guys bringing a counter narrative. Provide me evidence where, no, he was a Jew. No, he followed the religion of Noah. Show me. Because the scholars are unanimous in this and saying that he definitely did have a religion. So tell me, and he definitely did follow and observe that religion. So tell me, what religion did he follow and observe? Let me know. And I will create a link for you guys right now on StreamYard just to get you guys in. But tomorrow, I'm prepping you. So tomorrow, I will lay out the same thing and then I can get you guys in. And you guys can tell me what that religion was. Okay. Let's see. Let's create. Oh no, what am I doing? There we go. Titans. Muhammad Christian. Let's just do that. Muhammad Christian. Okay. Public. Schedule for later. Blah blah blah. Cool. Create live. Enter studio. Okay. Cool. And where's the link? Invite. Copy link. Link has been copied. Here we go. Solomonic TV. Solomonic TV. Yeah, the link has been posted. Anybody else that wants to get involved, come on in. Come on in. Those of you guys, can you show some love by simply hitting the like button if you are enjoying so far? Okay, only if you're enjoying so far. Okay, hit the like button. Okay, and share this with a friend if you want to. Share this with a friend. This will be a good conversation to have. Very good conversation to have. So let me just double check the StreamYard. None of you guys have joined yet. So letting you guys know the StreamYard link is open. It is active. Let's see if I could bring it up on the screen as well. Give me a sec. Share window. There you go. 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 Bum 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 bum. Oh no, this is showing this now. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let me. Okay, so yeah, we're there. And then let's just get back to my main screen. So, for those of you guys who are new to the stream right now, we are discussing what religion was Prophet Muhammad. I am coming up with a bombastic claim that he was a Christian. And I'm speaking precisely to what religion was he before his mission. Okay. What religion was he before his mission? I am saying that Muhammad was a Christian. Okay. I want to know what religion he was according to you. If you're a Muslim, tell me what he was, Christian, whatever. Tell me what he was. According to Ibn Kathir, volume 1, page number 2 of his Life of the Prophet Muhammad, he says that scholars say that he definitely had a religion. He observed it and he followed it. And some scholars even go as far as saying he was following the religion of Jesus, i.e. Christianity. So I want to know, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Was he a Christian, yes or no? Now, as I'm putting forward the argument, historically, we know that the Ethiopians had Christianized Arabia when they had conquered Arabia. We know that there were several churches that were built in Arabia. Was the Kaaba one of those churches? Let me know. Let me know. Because it's quite funny how Muhammad in the Quran is talking a lot of stuff that you will only be familiar with if you knew Christianity. Okay, so we do have somebody in right now. Let me just put him up on the screen for you guys to see. And let us have a good show. Hold on one second. Where is the screen share? There it is. Screen share window. Let me just bring this up a little bit. Bear with me. Yeah. So, my good brother.
What's up, Kalam?
Yes, I'm good.
Now, let me ask you a question. What if most of these people, before they became Christian or whatever, they would have been pagan, right?
Which people?
All of these prophets, they would have been considered pagan, correct?
No. Prophets? No, prophets wouldn't. The only prophet that would have been a pagan in terms of the Christian paradigm, it would have been Abraham. Abraham would have been a pagan, but everybody else would actually be following the Jewish religion. All of the prophets are Jewish.
Right. So what does the term pagan mean? Doesn't it, the original meaning, doesn't it have something to do with village worship as opposed to now the definition being anyone who is not a member of the three Abrahamic faiths?
Definitely. I think the term pagan goes back to the Roman or the Latin paganus, which basically means country folk, basically. So yeah, and the country folk would have followed.
So that means anyone before those three faiths were pagans.
100%.
So almost everybody who you're talking about would have basically been pagan.
100%.
At some point in time. Before they became a Jew, before they became a Christian, before they became a Muslim, they would have been pagan. There was nothing.
Okay, yeah.
So what is the big deal if they were pagan? Or what is the issue with that?
There will be no issue. there will be no issue. But we're trying to get specifically to what religion was Muhammad. So
What if
let me.
Muslim? That's the important part of the conversation. You couldn't have been a Muslim before Islam.
Of course, of course. I think.
Well,
So the question is, we know, okay? So we know that he wasn't a Muslim before Islam. So what religion was he? What do you think? What religion do you think he was?
Well, I think to me, based on the moon worship, he would have been a pagan because Islam deals with moon worship.
Okay. Okay.
The moon is very important in Islam in terms of the festivals and the religious holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have been a pagan.
Okay. So
He would have had to had some pagan root for them to be talking about the moon.
so do you know? Do you know like
That's
what?
Christianity.
Do you know what type of religion of paganism? Because there's loads of paganisms, right? So do you know what? Was there any specific paganism religion that you think he was?
That's a good question. That's a very good question to do homework on. I'm just saying pagan because that's just statistically seems like that's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any scholarship behind it, but statistically, pagan seems like a good answer when you talk about anybody being something before the Abrahamic faith.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Because
cool.
Talk about, and does the Bible talk about Abraham's father being an idol maker and how when he converted, they started to mash up the idols?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I mean, people have to accept that everybody was a pagan. So what's the issue?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they arguing with you to tell you that he was something? He had to have been something before Muslim.
100%. So what was that thing? Let me quickly go over. Let me switch screens so that I can check.
It seems to me. It seems to me you're bringing forth evidence to state that that he was either Christian.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying Christian, but he could have been a Jew too.
Yep, he could have been a Jew. He could have been a Jew. He's he's maternal.
Remember, at that time,
he's
at that time. It's definitely a toss-up between Christian and Jew because they also tell you that he swore upon the Torah.
Yeah, because his mother's family, his maternal family, the Ansars, they were, how can I put it? There were Jewish tribes around them. So is it possible that he was a Jew also? Was he a Jew? That is a question. He could have been. Or was he a Christian? Or was he a polytheist? And if he was a polytheist or a pagan, I just want to know what type of polytheist or pagan was he? Let me just do this quickly.
That's a good research question. That's some good homework, as Smash would say.
Yep.
That's some good homework. You need to look into that.
There you go. So let me just check the comment sections real quickly. Let me see what you.
The Muslims though, why they didn't come up in here to challenge you? There's all the Christians and the Muslims and the Jews.
I don't know why they're not coming. As I said, this is
quiet, right?
It's suspiciously quiet. We had Aladdin in the comment section, going, saying 1, 2 things, and he has an opportunity to come on in right now, and he is silent like a lamb.
They like to talk, but when you hit them with scholarship, they can't come with anything else.
That's it.
Because you people have the religious realm into history, and now they have to come with historical sources, and the Bible is not history. Well, not totally. There are some people in the Bible who they think, like Hezekiah was a historical character, and they did mention, and that story was a historical story.
That's right.
But it always amazes me how people of those faiths say Kemet is garbage, but everything that they have of value to prove anything historical comes from Kemet. You should ask them why, and challenge them to come in one day and do a show on why is all of the meaningful things in your religion come from Kemet, historically speaking, and see what they tell you.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good comment here. Hannah Lemma says here, came in late, so missed the argument. The Kaaba housed statues of pagan gods, though. Ooh, is that true? Yes or no? We can definitely find, I believe, definitely in the Surah literature, that there is a pagan deity in there called Hubal. We definitely do find other stuff. There is a narrative that when Muhammad conquered Mecca, he was knocking down the idols that surrounded the Kaaba. So technically, it wasn't inside the Kaaba, but around the Kaaba. And there were supposedly 360 um, statues or idols that were surrounding the Kaaba. How true that is, I don't know. And yeah, he supposedly knocked them down, or knocked a statue down at least with his stick. So, you know,
So,
does that prove that he was, because 360 seems quite, um, it's a very important and powerful number within side of solar worship in terms of how many, within a circle, how many angles there are, how many, how you can break it up to see what season that you're in right now. So ooh, that is really good. That is really good. Could he have been a pagan? And what type of pagan polytheist was he? That's the
so
question.
the Kaaba is what, a building?
Yeah, the
Is it a
Kaaba.
meteorite? What is it supposed to be?
Yeah,
Because I'm confused what it
Kaaba.
is.
The Kaaba is basically a square-like structure, although it was roundish pre-Islamic, supposedly. Um, but it is a square structure that Muslims all face to pray now. Let me see if I can quickly show you.
It's made of stone, right?
Yep, it's made of stone.
But
So,
where did it come from, though?
well, that's the question. Where is this
They
Kaaba?
just walk up one day. So they just walk up one day and found a big stone and started worshiping it?
No, 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 no. It's not the Kaaba is not a stone that is worshipped. Give me a second. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so I don't know if you can. You'll have to go onto the YouTube right now because I know where you are. You may not be able to see this, but the Kaaba right there is this building right there. Okay, it's a square-like structure or cube. Sorry, should I say a cube-like structure that Muslims face as their qibla, as their direction of prayer. They go there for their Hajj, i.e., their pilgrimage. They do tawaf. They walk around it several times, etc. It currently has a how can I put it? A curtain, a sheet. It's been robed by this material around it, which wasn't always there. I think that was introduced quite later on with inside
So
of
small,
history.
small, so it's a small stone structure.
So yeah, it's not that big. It's basically a building. It's a building. I would say it's a very small church.
Eh, Careful of the words you're using, or you're gonna get yourself in trouble.
No, I'm saying what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Well,
But
it was. Let me say it like this: it was a small church. It was. Now, of course, it has been converted into something that is quite different, which is now the Kaaba. It's now, what do we call that? Can I even call it a masjid anyway? Can I even call it a masjid?
what it is something Muslims say that they don't do is idol worship. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
I
become an idol that they worship.
no,
But it's anything, they're lying. It's an idol.
I don't want to say that that's the idol. I would say that the black stone that they kiss and touch and cry over and wail over, I would say, one could argue that is an idol. But the building itself, I wouldn't want to say that the building is the idol. It's just simply a building.
Well, and once again, I find it interesting how these same people say they love ancient Kemetic history, but they destroy everything all the time in favor of Islam. But they love their, but ancient Kemet is their culture. I want them to answer why, if it's your culture, how come you don't value it? How come you destroyed your ancient culture to make way for something to make way for a modern culture and have no regard for it whatsoever, other than something that makes you millions of dollars a year? Because they don't respect it. Because
Yeah.
you respect something, you learn about it, and you treat it with respect. The
Um.
Europeans have shown more. The Europeans, with all that they've done, have shown more respect to me and put more work into ancient Kemet than
mhm.
the Arab, who claiming it as their culture.
Yeah. I would say that it's quite evident that the modern day Arab are not uh, they are not of ancient Egyptian stock. So that's the reason why they don't care about it, because they have no connection to it. They can't see themselves in it themselves. So that's the reason why, humbly, I think that they don't really care about these types Kemet like that.
But that's not what they say. All of them fighting to say we are the original people, but they don't treat it as if it's something that they value.
The
So all
the
of them
original.
would.
Oh, sorry. Are you talking about the Arabs inside of Egypt, or are we talking about the Arabs of Mecca?
I'm talking about the modern Arabs inside of Egypt will
Hmm.
argue you down and beat you to a pulp to tell you that this is their culture. We are those people, but they don't treat it with any value whatsoever.
Hmm.
They even learn the language. They can't read a word of it. Just like this, one of these tour guides recently wrote a book. Have you seen it? I saw Imhotep did a present. One of his last, the stream before last,
Hmm.
he broke down the book and he did a critique of the book. Can't remember the
Okay.
guy
Oh,
with no scholarly sources whatsoever. Saying
yes. I'll need to go into that. But I don't want to sidetrack the conversation into Kemet and ancient Egypt, because I want to just keep it strictly this topic, and then we can have like another show. We can definitely chop up ancient Egypt and Kemet, and what's going on over in Egypt today, and what type of propaganda they're spreading.
but that's a good question, though, Kalam. What was the original religion of these people,
Hmm.
including Muhammad before Islam?
Yep.
Question. But as you see, nobody's going to come in to answer that because they don't really know.
They don't know. They don't know. So, all right, family
No,
tree.
no.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Family tree. Since none of you guys want to come in, okay, as I said, tomorrow, hopefully, okay, if I don't go speaker's corner, we can run up this show. Okay. We can run up this show right here. I wonder. Let me see if I can. Let me bring this down a little bit. Let's see if I bring this down, because I'm seeing that it's being cut off a little bit on the top. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So, family. Yeah. Family. This is it. Was Muhammad a Christian? I'm putting forward the argument that he was a Christian. I'm still waiting for my Muslims or my Christians to come on to tell me, nope, he was not a Christian, and tell me what he was. If you don't come on and you don't correct me, you are allowing me to spread misinformation. Astaghfirullah.
You give up the fight because you've already won. Because you did this 3 or 4 times and nobody really answered the question.
Yes, yeah. Oh man. Truth Hitman says, you mean silent like a church mouse? Oh no.
You won this fight, Kalam.
I think I've won it.
You can chalk it up to 50 and we could just go on to the next topic.
There you go.
Nobody's going to have a challenger because they can't. They have no historical facts to challenge. Islam is the best thing ever, and that's it. And anything you say against Islam, they're going to look to tell you that you're wrong.
That's right.
But if you talk to I said this before, Arab-speaking Christian and an Arab-speaking Muslim, it's the same God. They have no other word for God.
Mm-hmm.
Allah is the only word for God in Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the fight?
There you go.
There's no other word. There's no other way you can worship God but call him Allah. There is no other. There's no other word.
That's it.
If you Google it now, it's going to tell you what Allah probably means, and that the word did exist pre-Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Which I found something. I did a little research on that. They said the word existed pre-Islam because they think it's just a generic word for any deity in the Arabic language.
That's right.
Arabic, you just said Allah.
So hold tight, my brother, because I'm about to close down the show.
All right, no problem.
Wait, no, but you could stay there. But I'm gonna close down the show, and we could chop it off air. We're gonna chop it up. But let me just quickly do this so there's no noise. Right here, there is a question or some comments which I find very interesting. Yes, Muhammad, even though he is a mythological figure who never existed, would have been a Catholic. No. Muhammad is definitely not a mythological figure. He is a historical figure. Okay, let me do this. This Muhammad is a historical figure. The Muhammad of the 6th century, who was a Christian, is a historical figure, which later on got metastasized. Yeah, meaning there was the original, and then there was an outgrowth of the original, which became a secondary Muhammad, who was this Muhammad, I would say, is a literary Muhammad, i.e. a fictional Muhammad, but it came from something that really did occur in the 6th century. There is a historical precedence of the original Muhammad over here, which was actually a Christian. This one over here, I think they made him into being a pagan in terms of the standard Islamic narrative. They say that he was a polytheist or came from, a polytheistic background. Okay, this Muhammad of the standard Islamic narrative. But no, he did come from something that really took place in the 6th century. There is a history to that. But again, this Muhammad, technically speaking, is not the Muhammad that Muslims are going to acknowledge and are aware of. Is usually this one, which technically speaking is a fictional character. Okay, cool. So let me quickly go back to where it was. The brother also said, or somebody said, did you see my question? If the Quraysh were Christians, why does the Quran mention Al-Uzza, Al-At, and Manat? Because Al-Uzza, Al-At, and Manat were worshipped in Arabia, and there were pagans or polytheists in Arabia also. Just like there were Jews in Arabia and Christians in Arabia, there were also polytheists in Arabia. And we know that historically, and we know that via the material culture also. But the question was that the religion he followed? According to the Islamic scholars, they don't say that he was a follower of the polytheistic or pagan religion. So, although that is mentioned, that's not the religions that the scholars say. So, are you going to put forward the argument that Muhammad followed a polytheistic religion? If so, come on in, man. Come on in. I want to hear that. I really do. Let's see. There are from Allah and also the Messiah, son of Mary, whereas they were commanded to worship not God alone, but he exalted be he above death, so him. What is the correct translation? The correct translation is of Surah 9:31. They take their rabbis and their monks for lords besides Allah and his Messiah. Jesus is the Lord of the Quran. Ikra bismi rabbika. Read in the name of your Lord, Jesus Christ. That's what it really means. Jesus is the King of the Day of Judgment. All knees shall bow on that day. I think it's even in the Quran somewhere, paraphrase along those lines. So yeah. Everybody must confess that he's Lord or something along those lines inside of the Quran. So yeah, this is Christian literature 101, man. Okay, cool. What is the correct one? Okay, good. What does Muhammad's name mean, and who was his God when Muhammad was born? Okay, what does Muhammad mean? It means the praised one, or one worthy of praise, or one of praise, or something along those lines there. I think he's named after, personally, I think he's named after his deity, which is Mahmud. which is the praised one himself. Okay, that's what I personally believe. We've got Aladdin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We've got Aladdin in the building.
Let me
Let's
start by saying,
see.
honestly,
Hold on. Don't talk yet, Akhi. Akhi, don't talk, please. Okay, and let me just bring this up like this. Okay, yalla, Akhi. Now, where is he gone? Where has he gone? I was getting excited. Aladdin made an appearance. I was trying to make sure that he was on screen nicely so everybody could see him. And now he's gone. Oh no. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me just put it back onto the main, which is me and my story. There you go. And now, let me actually start closing down the show. Reading any more questions. What does Muhammad's... Okay, so I said it. Muhammad's name means one of praise or something like that. I can't remember. And he is named after his god Mahmud, which is the praised one. Yeah, that's what I would say personally. And who was his god when Muhammad was born? His god was El-Ilah or Allah. Somebody else has joined. Let's just quickly check. Oh, it's Aladdin. Wait 1 second, Aladdin. Let me make sure I put you on the screen nicely. Let's see what you have to say. And you are on the screen. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning. It's here, 2 a.m. You know, Kalam, honestly, usually I don't like to join such silly topics and discussion, which does not make sense to me, which is based on lies. But this time I will give you the chance to have a discussion with me, okay? Which is to the third or fourth time we do that. All you are doing is distortion, and you built your argument based in your lies and your distortion. And that's what you have done just a while ago. All you have done is cut text out of context, twist the text just to suit your needs. And that's what you have done. Because the book you quote, actually, I have it. I have the book with me, and I have even the same copy you have online. I just open it. So I want you, with all due respect, in front of everybody, I want you to read for us from page 283, the end, going to page 284, please. Can you do that?
Nah, go ahead. You do it.
Yeah, please read. I would like
No,
everybody.
I'm saying.
I'll say, please stop.
I'm saying for you to do it. Unfortunately, okay. Kalam, I don't work for man. What that means is nobody gonna tell me to come on my show and be like, "Yo, Kalam, do this, boy. Read this, boy."
I'm telling you,
I am not,
please,
Akhi. I'm
don't
not
be
going
afraid. Don't run away. Just relax. Will you please read?
Akhi,
I want to expose you. I want to prove that
Wallahi, I'm not going to run anywhere.
Prove that you lie.
I have invited you onto my platform. You have the opportunity right now to read.
No, I want
read.
you to read. I will show them that you cut text out of context and you lie about what's written to suit your needs. I want those words to come out of your own lips.
Okay.
Will you? That's the last time I'll ask you. Will you please be kind enough to read?
Nope.
Please. That's the last time I'll ask you.
Nope.
If not, I'll step out.
Nope. I'm telling you, you can read it yourself.
Keep running away. You just proved my point, and you are afraid even to read, because if you read, you will know by yourself that you misquote some sentence and you even left them. You did not read except what suit you, because if you read the entire end of page 283 and the beginning of 284, you will know that you lie. So therefore, you don't want to read.
It's on screen for everybody to see right now.
Thank you very much. I will step up. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Masalam. Oh my God. Family tree. Family. Let me just go back onto me over here. I don't know. I gave the brother the opportunity to come on and to, prove me wrong. But you're not going to come onto my platform and then order me to do something. It doesn't work like that. It's like coming to my house. Yeah, Kalam, do this. How? It's impossible. Okay? If you want to come onto the platform and you ask nicely, I may do it. But if I don't feel to, I won't do it. It's that simple. It's up on the screen for everybody to see it. It's up on the screen for you to read it. I am the one that's even pulled out the book. I'm even the one that showed you the book that you now mysteriously have as a PDF copy as well now. Okay? So if you want to come back up on here and read it yourself, feel free, Akhi. Feel free to come on and read. I'm not running. I'm not hiding. I'm right here. Prove me wrong. Prove me to be a miskeen. Prove me wrong. Show and prove for my audience to say, Kalam is not trustworthy. Just do it. I'm not running anywhere. Man. Okay, cool. Let me just get back into reading out the last comments before I do close down the show. And I'm making sure I'm going to stay a little bit longer so nobody can't say Kalam has run or Kalam has kicked me. You yourself have decided to leave yourself, okay? Okay. Wallahi Deans is from the Philippines. What's good? Is it true Surah 86:7 is a contradiction? I don't know. I don't know the numbers like that off my top of my head. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right. Let me read out Aladdin's comment here. It says here, I didn't order you. If I asked nicely, I said please several times with respect about it. Cool. Nicely. Yeah. So, family tree. I am literally finished because, there's nobody else wants to come on and discuss this. Tomorrow, I will set this up for you guys to kind of come on and debate and discuss this. And then, of course, we're going to do some Christianity ones as well. I was having some good fun on TikTok, and I was seeing, conversations to do with the Trinity and the Christology of, the Christology obviously is relating to Jesus, right? And I see Christians are making a few blunders. So it would really be good to do some, Trinity Tuesdays. I'm not too sure if I'm free on Tuesday. I don't think so. I think I've got something in my diary for Tuesday. 1 second. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. It won't be Trinity Tuesday. All right. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Wait, what are we on? Oh, sorry, 25th. Yeah, it won't be then, but it could be on a Monday. We could do a Trinity stuff on the Monday if you guys would like to come on and debate Christianity. I think, yeah. Let me just quickly talk about that before I do go off air. I see, maybe because I read early church fathers and I kind of read like that, and maybe my Christian mind is more geared towards orthodoxy. No, orthodoxy is a wrong word. That is a very loaded term. It's geared towards, let's say, the Apostolic Church or the Apostolic Church. Let's say it's geared towards that, and it's geared towards things like the Nicene Creed and etc. etc. And I'm like, ooh, when you're discussing certain things, certain people are just borderlining heresy. So it'll be very good to actually have these types of conversations. I can't remember what we was having, that was it. I think that was it. Because I was speaking to someone and I was like, nah, Jesus never. So this is a good one. So this is going to be the next one. I'm going to do a debate show, where it says that Jesus is not God. Jesus is not God, according to him. I need to word it nicely, okay? And what I mean, let me just quickly say what I was meant to say. Whilst Jesus was on his earthly mission, he never referred to himself as God explicitly, okay? He never referred to himself as God explicitly. He was always doing it implicitly. It was something that once you read, or his followers, it was a revelation to his followers, basically, that he was. But to say that he explicitly said that he was God, I'll be like, ooh, you're missing the whole point. The whole point is that he is a sign. He is a miracle in itself. It was for you to just ponder and reflect and be like, yeah, I testify to the unseen via the seen. So I was like, yeah, nah, to say that Jesus is God is dangerous, It's a very dangerous, tricky road to walk on. But anyways, we can have that discussion. Was Jesus God or not? And the reason why I say it's very tricky, because we know there is loads of like Christological debates. Because, for example, Christians of today emphasize Jesus's divinity, whereas other Christians in the past emphasize Jesus's humanity. And I can see that's where like the Muslims pick up on. They've picked up more the emphasis on Jesus's human nature or human side. But as Christians, we need to be very careful, very, very careful, and actually acknowledge both natures within inside of Christ. Jesus is both human and divine. And I think it's very tricky when you're having these discussions that things can get lost in translation. That's all. So hopefully we can have that conversation. We can make it as clickbaity as possible. Jesus is not God, or, Jesus never said he was God, or whatever the case is, like very clickbaity. And then we can have that discussion on here. That'll be really, really good. Let's quickly read through this before I go. The answer is in page 284 in front of you. Start from page 283. Some say the Arabs aren't even recorded. They were so significant in history is all Greek and Rome because they ruled the region for centuries. What's on the page that Aladdin was talking about? Nobody knows, man. I don't know what he's trying to. Just make your point. Say it loud and clear. Like, don't be like Jesus right now. Don't speak in parables, man. Speak clearly. He's what does it say? Or what point are you making? Okay, Aladdin says, I'm still giving you the chance to discuss with me. You lie. When you said I ordered you, I said, please, you run away. If you read, I will join and prove you lie. Oh God. Oh my God. Does anybody want to hear what Aladdin has to say? Let me know in the comment section. Does anybody want to hear what Aladdin has to say? Because I don't know, man. I don't know again for Aladdin. I really don't. Anyways, Family Tree, that was it. I am finished with the show. The link is there. So if anybody would like to join, you lot can. It will be off air, obviously, because I'm closing down the show now. Join. I will be here for maybe next like 10, 15 minutes. I'll keep it open. Once I'm gone, you guys can continue and have your conversations if you like. But yeah, Family Tree, today we have proven, because nobody wanted to object, we have proven that Muhammad was a Christian. Muhammad was a Christian. I brought up several different ways that I chose to prove that he was a Christian. I'm not saying that my evidence is substantial enough, but it's a starting point. It's a starting point for you guys to give objections as to say why he definitely was not a Christian and why he was pagan, Jew, Noahite, Abramite, Mosesite. What was he? You guys got to let me know. But for now, I'm signing out. Peace and love to you guys, and I will catch you guys on another stream, hopefully tomorrow. Peace. Do do do.